Hey there, Coach Amy here, Diamond Coach. I wanted to talk a little bit today about my story and where I started on my journey with Beachbody and with this transformation and how it's changed my life. Just a little bit about me. I am the mom of two beautiful little girls that are ages 2 and 3. They're 17 months apart. Yes, I'm crazy. And they are the light of my life. They keep me running, but I'm able to stay at home with them and watch the moments and not miss out on those amazing little moments that they have. My husband and I have been married 5 years in October, will be. And just a little bit about him before I get started into my story. He was born with aortic valve disease, which a bicuspid aortic valve disease is what it is. And he had to have heart surgery when our oldest was about 8 months old. It's been 3 years ago. And that was one of the craziest times that I've ever been through. Obviously, him too. But to have our little girl and have to think he might not make it through this open heart surgery is insane. But he made it. And so here we are. He is one of the biggest inspirations for me and one of the reasons that we are still on this journey. When I started, let me just tell you kind of where I was when I began with Beachbody and the workouts and the coaching stuff. October 2013 is when I began, when I purchased my first program in Shakeology. Rewind to that previous month, September, I had been working at a marketing agency for about 3.5 years. And at the time, I had a 7-month-old and my oldest, can't remember how old she was at that time, and they were both in daycare. My husband was working crazy hours. I was trying to also run a photography business, and times were just crazy. I was balancing a lot. I was very overwhelmed. As you can imagine, having two little ones, a husband that may as well not have he just slept at the house basically because he worked so much and such crazy hours. My full-time job, required a lot of 24/7 kind of on-call thing because of the clients that we had, and that's just the way the business went. And then I also had my photography clients that I was working with. So I had way too much on my plate, and I had a breakdown. I've always struggled with anxiety and have actually been or was on medicine for about 4 years for anxiety. Ended up in the ER one time, the very first time that I even realized what a panic attack was. It put me in the ER because I thought I was dying. So that happened. And then I also, 7 months, postpartum with my youngest, I was never technically diagnosed at the doctor for postpartum depression, but I know that's what was going on now. So all that said, I woke up one morning and after having my breakdown at work and with my husband and on my girls, and I woke up and said, okay, enough. What is going on here? And what was going on was I was physically drained, emotionally overwhelmed, spiritually null, and just having a time. Just I couldn't handle it all. I needed to cut something, had to give. And what that was is when I had a moment in Target, I was shopping for a new pair of pants because my clothes weren't fitting me. And I didn't want to keep wearing my maternity pants. And I picked up a pair of size 14, white size 14 pants, and I could not fit in them. I mean, could not even zip them. And for me, always having been between a size 6 and a 10, I said, okay, that's enough. This is ridiculous. The fast food's got to stop. The cheap food's got to stop. The spaghetti 4 nights a week has got to stop. The Cokes, the sweet tea, the drinking. It just had to come to a halt. So that was kind of where I was. About a week or two before I started T25, which was the first program I did, I had reached out to another friend who was selling some magic weight loss pills. And because I was desperate, I was like, I don't have time to go to the gym, which had always been a part of my life. And, I played sports in school and always been really active. And, even in college, I'd go to the gym and run. And so not having that for, with two babies, the heart surgery, the postpartum, the crazy work hours between both of us, the businesses I was trying to do. I lost myself. I really lost myself. Um, so I was desperate. I tried those pills for 2 or 3 days, and I thought, you know what? There is no telling what's in these things, and there's no telling what the side effects are and the long term effects of this is. I can't do this. So, by the grace of God, thankful every single day, a friend from high school was posting on her Instagram about Focus T25 and Shakeology. And I'd heard of T25, and of course I'd heard of Beachbody, because who doesn't have a burned copy of P90X? Oops. Yeah. So I had heard of it, and I thought, well, 25 minutes. Okay, I could probably make that happen. So we go through, she tells me all the details of it. She sends me some videos, and I'm like, yeah, this looks like my kind of thing. So she sends me the price, and it was like, after shipping, tax, everything, it sat in my cart. It was about $223. I had just left my full-time job at that agency, so I had no income coming in besides the sporadic photography business. And I said, to my husband, I said, okay, I don't have this right now, and I know this is a lot, but what do you think? And he said, you know what? He said, I know where you're at right now, and if you're going to do it, then go for it. But if it's going to sit in the box, don't spend the money. We can't do that right now. But if you're going to do it and invest in it, you better invest in yourself. And I said, okay. I always love a challenge. I don't do anything the easy way. So never have. And so I said, okay, submit, bought. The first day I did it, I fell in love. The first Shakeology I tried, which I got chocolate back then, sold. And the way I motivated, which is kind of crazy now to think, I told myself I couldn't have my shake until I did my workout, which was kind of silly because I needed the shake anyway, for the vitamins and the nutrients and the energy and all the other good stuff that's in it. So anyway, 4 days into that, I thought, you know what? I feel amazing. And I know that I'm not the only mother. I'm not the only female woman. I am not the only person out there that was at a point at the lowest of your low where I was. So I've got to tell people about this. I have to tell them, like, it's so worth the investment. It's so worth the 25 minutes a day, and it's so worth that 5 minutes it takes to make a shake. So I contacted my coach and I said, okay, sign me up. What do I do? She signed me up, walked me through. Then a couple weeks later, she put me in a Coach Basics training course, in a Facebook group, and I had no idea what it was. And she really encouraged me to do that, but I just was so overwhelmed with things and really was still working on me, which I know a lot of you can probably relate to, or you will if you sign up as a coach. Let me just tell you this. You're working on you, but the more that you share your journey and the more that you take advantage of the tools that you're given to share your journey, the more successful you're going to be with your own transformation as well as your coaching business. So looking back, I should have done that Coach Basics. I should have gotten through the full entire thing, but I didn't, and there was a reason for that. So anyway, I had really good results with T25. I shared my results, got a few sales. 21 Day Fix came out in February, and that program changed my life even further. The portion control, the eating, which I thought we were doing great, completely got me on the right track. Awesome results with that. Had a 6-pack, which I've never in my life had, even as active as I had been in the past. My husband got amazing results from that as well. And so we signed him up as a coach around that time as well. So, and then I had another person sign up. So I hit Emerald in January or February, I can't remember. And I signed up as a coach in October. Again, really no idea what it really even meant or the possibilities and the opportunity that would come. So I have now done T25, certified PIO instructor. So I've done PIO, full thing of that. I did P90X3. I've done Insanity Max 30. I'm doing Chalene Extreme now. I've done some of the Beachbody On Demand workouts. I've done Slim and 6, Brazil butt lift. What else? Combat. Couple 21 Day Fix Extreme, and I was actually in the 21 Day Fix Extreme test group, like the official test group that Beachbody does, and that was in October this past year. And that, to be honest, was the turning point for me. Being in that group, and it gives me chills, turning point because being in that group with the top leaders in our organization, in our company with Beachbody, some of the top coaches, and I'm talking top 10 coaches, the corporate and Autumn Calabrese herself in our group going through her bikini prep at that time for competition. It just gives me chills. It was an unbelievable experience to be in that group with all of those leaders and to see where they came from and that they have the same struggles that I did and I do. And it was just like, you know what, if they can do it and I can be in this group out of, I think there were 40 of us in that group. And I was chosen by Beachbody Corporate. I did nothing. Like, I don't even know still to this day how I got in that group. But to know that I was there, I've told myself since then, why not me? Why can't I be, why can't I have these big dreams and why can't I reach them and crush them and keep going? So that's kind of where when I really started, and I hit Diamond this past month in June. So that was a big deal because I'd been trying and striving for that. And, my team is awesome and they're growing their businesses and, we're all so much alike. It's awesome because it's just, I can't even explain. As far as the personal development with Beachbody has really changed my life. As I said, I was kind of at a lull. Like, I was just spiritually, emotionally, financially, mentally, everything just drained. I mean, I had a breakdown. It was bad. And Beachbody, having their 3 vital behaviors of the inviting, the personal development, and the being a product of the product, that personal development has helped me so much. It has got me to believe in myself again. I'm more confident now than I ever have been in my entire life. It has helped me with my spiritual growth and helped me really see what it's all about. It's helped me live on purpose and know that what I'm doing as a Beachbody coach is truly a blessing and a gift and a ministry. And to have that and to know that I go to bed, to know that I can wake up every day and help someone and inspire someone and make a difference in somebody's life, that's what I started for. I never started for the money because I never really understood like what the money was, or, it was just it was truly from my heart that I wanted to help and inspire others and encourage them to start their own journey because it had changed my life. Financially, I have been able to close my photography business, which was a huge decision because photography is one of my passions and it has been for as long as I can remember. I'm a very creative person and, again, I love helping others and seeing their face light up and, that part of the business was amazing. But it just was one of those things that I was able to cut out and enjoy other things because Beachbody allowed that. So, that's pretty much it. Physically, of course, I've lost, now at a point where I have lost over 30 pounds and over 30 inches and I've kept it off. And I can't even, when I look at my pictures and my before, I had made a post a while back and I said, do you see the smile? People aren't always what they seem. And it was a picture from a couple of years ago before I started with this. And I remember how I felt that night of that picture because I was with my daughter at at our fair, our local fair, and we were walking around on a pony and I was I think I was still wearing my maternity pants and I was, wearing a cardigan thing and a big t-shirt that I was so uncomfortable in because I just felt horrible. I felt horrible. But I was smiling because the camera was on my face and I was with my daughter and I didn't want her, I don't want her to look back on those pictures and think, oh, mommy was so miserable. But inside I was. And so this business, this journey, the people that we've met, the support that I've received, it's just been incredible. I encourage you, if you are not a coach and you're thinking about it, I hope that my story inspires you. I could go on and on. I could talk for hours about how this business has changed me and the people that I've met as far as coaches, the people that I've worked with, my clients, my customers. Like, There's so many, the leaders that I've met, corporate, how their integrity of this company. I could go on and on and on. But, and just one more note, if you don't know me, let me just say, and if you do know me, you know this, but I don't do anything halfway. I love a challenge, and I don't do anything. I don't do anything the easy way. So, like I said, this was the perfect fit for me because it's just what I needed. So if you're on the fence and you're thinking about it, I encourage you to just pray about it, talk it over with your significant other, and if you're inspired in this group at all and you're ready to change your life, then I encourage you, because it's not all about the money. It's not all about the opportunity. That's just a bonus. The people that you meet, the experiences you're going to have, the transformations you're going to make yourself, and then the transformations that you're going to help others along on, it pays for itself in so many other ways. So many. Anyway, I hope that inspires you, and I am so thankful for all of you being here. And just let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you soon.